Welcome to Ring Chasers, a Patriot podcast presented by the Sports 2.0 Network. We are back and better than ever. We missed a few weeks, but we're going to recap all that, talk about the Patriots who are going to the Super Bowl this year, Corey, but we'll talk about that in a minute. How you doing, Corey?
I'm riding on Mac Jones, MJ10, as the trademark says.
Mac Jones is a god, okay? Sophie Scott must help him so much.
It took 40 seconds for you to get into Sophie Scott.
I love Sophie. What can I say?
You have not changed in the slightest.
I look like a hipster tonight, by the way, too. I'm not trying to do that, but I do.
You're so fucking edgy, dude.
I look like a hipster. I got the tats. Got the tats. Got the tats. I got the glasses on. I got the beanie. Okay, here's why I look like a hipster.
With Pete Davidson. This is awesome.
I kind of look like Pete Davidson, honestly. I'm gonna try to be as funny.
Dude, that's on Kim. That's awesome. Way to bat 1,000.
There you go. So I have the beanie on because my hair is a mess. I have the glasses on because my contacts are bothering me. And then I have the Mac Jones jersey on because he's a god, and so is Sophie Scott. This is Ring Chasers, Corey. This is the best Patriots podcast on the internet.
The best Patriots podcast no one's listening to right here.
Best one no one's listening to, but hey, we listen. It's fun. Corey, what have you been up to in the past 3 or 4 weeks since we've done a podcast?
I've been taking victory laps over the last time we were talking about the Patriots. And Tanner says now that the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, but the last time we spoke, he was saying that we weren't going anywhere.
I didn't think we were going to finish above 500. And we're like,
I was on the edge of being like, yeah, we're a wild card team. And now suddenly we're in the driver's seat, second driver's seat. I don't consider that Ravens team a threat. I mean, did you watch that Monday or Sunday night game?
They're so bad. They're so bad. The Ravens are not good. The Ravens are so much worse than their record shows. It's not even funny.
The thing that's sad about the Ravens is that when you look at their offense, they don't use their offensive weapons for receivers at all. Like their running game is so bad because they were ravaged by injuries between J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. But Lamar does not get like any opportunities to make throws. I feel like they just like keep him so constricted. He has a decent arm. It's not like super accurate, but it's decent, and they don't use it enough.
Well, for him, like I saw his stats too, though, like between the first 5 games and the second 5 games or something on the ESPN yesterday. He's like the first 5 games, he had like 10 touchdowns and 2 picks. And then the last 5, he's had like 10 or 5 or 6 picks and 3-4 touchdowns. I'm not really sure, Corey, but he had like
against the Browns, and actually all 4 were targeting Mark Andrews.
Yeah. Fun fact. There you go. Fun fact. Corey's a fun fact guy. He's been studying up.
God.
He's itching to get on the pod, itching to get the pod back, a little Ring Chaser.
So many useless facts that you guys will get sprinkled with throughout the show.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about the AFC. We're gonna do a little different episode tonight, I guess. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna talk about what we missed. We're gonna talk about the AFC playoff picture. We're gonna talk about DraftKings. We're gonna talk about DraftKings right now. Hey, DraftKings taking a lot of my money. It's taking a lot of Corey's money. If you want to take your money, links in the description below. Go check it out. DraftKings $1,000 deposit match. Does it get any better than this, Corey? They're giving you free money so that they can then take it from you.
It does get better because our friend Cam Newton decided to finally make Cam Watch a valuable segment again.
Yes.
But of course we weren't there for the immediate follow-up. So that was depressing.
We got to get into Cam Watch right. We should have had an emergency pod just for that because he's still on the intro video, like you said.
I know. I mean, we just dedicate our lives to Cam Newton because he needs people in his corner right now because it's looking bleak. Cam Watch, baby.
Let's talk about the best quarterback in the National Football League, Cameron Newton. Okay, I'm going to read you some stats here, Corey. I know we're not big stats guys here on the pod, but we're going to read you some stats. All right. He shows up against the Arizona Cardinals. He throws the ball 4 times. He completes 3 passes for 8 yards. Has a touchdown throwing the ball, and he has a touchdown run the ball. And then they're like, hey, you know what? Cam Newton's our guy. He's back. He said he was back after that in the camera. And you know what? They give him the chance to be the quarterback the next week. He goes start 21-27, 189, 2 passing touchdowns, no picks, 10 attempts, 46 yards, and a rushing touchdown. If you had him in fantasy, you had a really good week. And then we get the real Cam Newton back.
I don't need to hear the rest.
Maybe it was because it was against the Miami Dolphins. Like the AFC East is just not good to him. Maybe that was the reason. What do you think?
I was dumbfounded when Cam Newton went back to Carolina. Like storyline wise, you're like, oh man, this is like you never see this he was cut by his team, and then he gets brought back like, hey, we love you, but it's actually because our quarterback we had sucked and broke his ribs. But thanks for coming back, Cam. And Cam's like, oh, yeah, thanks, guys. And they're like, here's $10 million that no one else was offering you. And Cam's like, oh, shit, what? Really? I was making like $100,000 on my YouTube a year. This is great. And now Cam Newton looks like how all Patriots fans remember him with his he just looks like a beaten man. Like his body is not doing him any favors anymore.
But this performance was worse, I think, than any performance we ever saw in New England. 5 of 21. And one of those passes was 64 yards. So it was 92 yards.
Oh, my God.
64 of the 92 came on one pass. And then he ran the ball 3 times for 5 yards and he scored a touchdown. Like this he was terrible.
That's what we call in the business a chef's kiss. Cam Newton going 92 passing yards and 64 of them were off of one throw. That is beautiful, Cam. You keep doing you, man. Yeah, no. I would argue that the worst Cam game I remember is the 49ers game where he didn't make it past halftime. And Cam Newton had like 80 yards at half, and it was like almost identical, minus the rushing touchdown he got against Miami. I was saying to you before we started, it was like, if you just looked at the first drive for the Panthers where Cam scored, you're like, damn, Cam is back. Like I'm taking that video and I believe it. It's gospel. Yeah. And now then you watch the second quarter onward and you're like, oh, Cam, you are back.
You know,
not the version I liked, not the Macklemore song. He's not back like he never left. he left and he got worse.
You know how good, like, say Cam like went on to have like a really good season, and now he's like in jeopardy and I'm even starting quarterback. But like, you know how good the motivational YouTube video would have been of him like falling off in New England and like not having a job to coming back and having that clip where he's like, I'm back against Arizona, and then leading the Panthers to the playoffs or something. That would have been like chilling, like
goosebumps. That's what Cam wants. Goosebumps. No, Cam, like, I feel bad for Cam for that I'm back video because that's going to haunt him every time he throws a pick now. And also, he had such a bad voice crack in that. I think he was trying to sound really intimidating when he said it, but it was like, I'm back. I'm back. And I'm just like, Cam, come on, man. Hit a different octave range. You sound like you're like a alto in the choir.
What do you think's worse? Do you think the I'm back from Cam Newton or Sam Darnold seeing ghost quote? What do you think's worse?
I'd say, oh man, that's a good question.
I came up with that. I'm pretty proud of myself.
I just spitball these ideas and it's brilliant.
That's all we do.
Yeah, no, Cam, I feel like it's worse for Cam because every time he throws a pick, you'll just see I'm back. And honestly, the Darnold thing only really comes up when he plays the Patriots. And now that he's in Carolina, we don't have to see him that much.
There we go. Terry Saltzman. Oh, Terry's my guy. Okay, Terry.
Oh, wow, Terry. Thanks.
Terry's my guy. Terry sends me all his like NBA picks and NHL picks and NFL picks. He handicaps them. He's one of the B Parlay brothers.
Oh, hell yeah. Waiting for Terry. Saltzman. Wow. I hope that isn't your last name. That'd be kind of brutal.
So I agree with Terry in the sense of it's probably worse for Sam Darnold because like Cam Newton is a former MVP. Like, like Cam's done it. Like he's fine. It's just like he
hasn't done it, dude. What the hell, man? He's gotten mono twice.
Sam's so bad.
He's a champion off the field.
Sam Darnold is so bad. It's not even funny. It's a damn shame too. Oh, Terry's got some beef with you about his last name.
I'm sorry, Terry. Well, you know what? Luckily, you're our only listener, so you can just tell me you hate me, and I'll let it slide.
Don't pick on Terry. Don't pick on Terry. Terry's my guy.
I love Terry. I'm glad we have a listener.
I wish we, if we had the B Parlay crowd on here, it's freaking comments, like boom, boom. Like you can't even control it. That's how many comments roll on with B Parlay. We got to get that on the Sports 2.0 network.
Let's go.
Let's try.
Available.
We'll just keep being funny. That's what we'll do. We'll keep being funny. So Cam Newton, basically, I don't think we have to spend much more time on him. Is he going to be the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers moving forward, Corey?
It's a really interesting situation because I think Sam Darnold is coming back now. So now it's like, pick your poison. Who do you want? Do you want Sam Darnold, who will just throw 4 picks, but at least be like a semi-accurate quarterback near 50%? Or do you want this Cam Newton you just saw last week where he was hovering around the 20% mark and you had to bench him? Last time I checked, they didn't really bench Darnold at any point this year for PJ Walker. No. So if I were them, I'd kind of go back to Darnold because Darnold you have under contract. Cam Newton you signed for a rental, like a super expensive rental. be it for $10 million with incentives, which I don't know how drunk Matt Rule and the Panthers brass was when they got that deal. Who was competing for Cam Newton? Like before we talked about how the Seahawks maybe were going to like sign him, and that made more sense because there's so much more of the season left. And they were like, could have been somewhat competitive. And now the Panthers are just a dumpster fire. Gilmore's there.
There you go. Stephon Gilmore wishes he was with the New England Patriots.
We don't need him.
We got to talk about our secondary, by the way, how good they're playing. But one more thing on Cam Newton. I bet the Panthers watched like the Cam Newton highlight video, like a motivational video on his YouTube, and that's why they signed him to $10 million. That's how good their editing is.
Oh my God. Cam Newton's editing team has like God's gift if they made him look semi-decent at throwing the football these days.
Yeah.
There'd be like 1,000 takes of him throwing a slant route, and they're like, wait, we got one, finally. Take 1,032. Let's go. We'll use that. And then throw him just spewing bullshit about how his life is rebirthed in his weird font.
I love Cam. I wish him the best, but he's probably got to call it a career. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's talk about the Patriots now. Let's talk about the important things. All right, so we've reeled off 6 great wins: Jets, Chargers, Panthers, Browns, Falcons, Titans. All have been pretty dominant victories, which has been fun to watch. I will say this, Corey. First thing we should probably talk about is our win last week, and it starts with Bill Belichick's outfit choice on the sidelines. We'll call this inside the hoodie this week, even though he's not wearing a hoodie.
Outside the stomach with Bill.
When I saw this outfit, I was like, from this angle too, by the way, this shirt looks like just a generic white shirt. It doesn't I thought it was like a tight, like Nike dry fit, mesh, cold weather, warm shirt, whatever. It looks like a cotton shirt.
Yeah. Bill's not going to give sponsorships easily. He wants the paychecks in order to start repping the brand. Unfortunately for whoever wears it, apparently they'd have to go a size up because that shirt is putting a lot of effort in to keep that stomach from popping out.
Yeah.
Bill, we were saying before, Bill, sneaky, hefty dude. You don't consider him as one of the chunkier guys. But that, especially this angle we decided to pick, far from flattering.
So I will say, I thought Bill Belichick was actually fairly skinny until I saw him on the beach with his girlfriend or wife or whatever she is. I saw he's a big dude. He's a chunky dude, but you see him here, he's just letting it hang out. He doesn't give a shit. Dude,
this is honestly though the most classy Bill's looked in probably since a Super Bowl party or something where he has to wear the tux. Bill, I don't know who's in his ear. Maybe it's his son Steve being like, "Dad, you're embarrassing me. Put on something nice so we don't look like shit anymore. All my friends talk shit to me in the locker room." Because Bill is really stepping it up. I don't know where, maybe Robert Kraft's it was cool when we were winning, but until you win another Super Bowl, you have to start dressing nice. And Bill's
that's kind of a power move to leave it unzipped, though, honestly.
Yeah, he's confident in his body. Honestly, as a man, you can't say the same. Good for you, Bill. Body positivity, as the ladies say.
There you go. And he's 70 years old or 69. I don't know. He's old. He's getting up there. It's unreal.
No, Tanner's been throwing around for months of me hearing him that Justin Herbert is sex god, but
no, I don't say that anymore.
The answer was clearly right in front of him with Bill Belichick in a white shirt.
I got a problem with Justin Herbert. I got a bone to pick with Justin Herbert because he lets me down every single week. I bet him, and I'm done with him. He's done. He's no longer sex god Justin Herbert to me. No longer.
What's his new nickname for you?
Not sex god Justin Herbert.
Wow, that's gonna hit him real hard.
There we go. We got Terry's rolling in here.
Justin Herbert.
See, okay, Terry's getting to the betting side. Terry's like, you know what? Stop the Bill Belichick conversation. He wants the numbers. All right, my numbers have Pats at -10 favorites, but FanDuel is giving Pats +3 when it opened, but has since went to +2.5. But still a good value. But yeah, I'm going to hammer the Patriots against the spread this weekend, no doubt about it. At +3, I think it's a steal. Even at +2.5, it's a steal. Hell, I'll take a money line. Terry. I got balls.
Good for you, Terry.
Pats +3. All right, +3. Well, we got to talk about like how we're playing too first. Mac Jones. Let's talk about Mac. Let's talk about Mac attack. What do you think of Mac?
Mac looks good. I'm struggling with the idea though that he is the rookie of the year, because when I think of rookie of the years, I think of like these like dynamic elite talents, like once in a generation type.
Justin Herbert.
And yeah, Herbert type, like where you're like, oh man, if you go like on Instagram or Twitter, you see like 10-year-olds being like, oh my God, look at that bomb. Or like I think of Steph Curry, like how Steph Curry like kind of grabs the internet. Like Steph Curry makes a 3 and like shimmies. Everyone's like, holy shit, that was so awesome. No one's gonna be like, man, did you see that Mac Jones slant? Oh, that was amazing. Wow, that curl route to Ramondre Stevenson, that was so awesome, so elite. I keep on waiting for Jamar Chase to just come out of hibernation and then like just take back Rookie of the Year, because like 3 weeks ago it was totally him. And before the season, I thought it was going to be Najee Harris. So I've just been disappointed left and right. But Mac Jones, overall, he looks like a great franchise quarterback. He looks like a stable point for the franchise. I have no complaints. I just expect flashier stuff from Rookie of the Year is my only qualm, I guess.
He's been so underwhelming, though, in the sense of like he's starting to throw the ball downfield. Obviously, like his completion, or his average completion is going up, but he's been so like just consistently underwhelming that's turning into like really good stats. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. You know what I think about all the time is that Cleveland fans, the Cleveland Browns, they can't stand Baker Mayfield like with a burning passion. And honestly, when I watch Baker and I watch Mac, like at their peaks, they're identical. And Patriots fans, when Mac does what Baker did a few years ago, are like, "Oh my God, he's the best!" And then Browns fans are on Twitter like, "I wish we had a Mac Jones," and I'm like, "You did," and you just shit on him all the time because the dude's hurt. Yeah. Mac Jones is like, I think Mac Jones right now is in the Kirk Cousins, Jimmy Garoppolo type environment where they're good, but I need Mac to like push more down the field, more explosive type plays for me to be like he's in the Justin Herbert tier that I see like Dan Orlovsky going off on ESPN about, being like Mac Jones is already elite. And I'm like, I don't think of Mac Jones in the top 10. And that's what I consider like elite. Like I wouldn't say he's Matthew Stafford level either. And Matthew Stafford's like fringe elite.
So I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit. I think Matt Stafford is elite in the sense of his stats are elite, but he's never been in an environment where he can win, and now he's in an environment where he can win, and he still can't win. I will say I think Mac Attack Jones is going to be a very elite quarterback. And I think he's going to be the Rookie of the Year because
I think he will be too. Like I don't want to make it seem like I don't agree with you.
Yeah,
I do think he will be. I just don't like in past years. I don't think he fits the same type of players that have won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, well, I think too his personality is not Rookie of the Year. Like
he's not flashy. He's not like flamboyant. Yeah. He's not like all me. He's a Patriots player, which you gotta love. You gotta love a Patriots player.
He is the perfect pick to be the Patriots quarterback. Like have you watched Man in the Arena or in the Arena? So like we look at that documentary, like Tom Brady's never been flashy either. The reason Tom Brady became Tom Brady, like obviously all the fourth quarter drives, but like early in his career, it was just the dude just won Super Bowls and he won football games early.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think he was doing anything special throwing the ball down the field. At least didn't seem like it.
Yeah, to me, what makes Mac Jones really valuable to the Patriots is the same thing that made Brady valuable to the Patriots in the early 2000s, going back to the Man in the Arena stuff. He makes the Patriots floor so much higher than most teams' floors, because minus like one or two throws a game that should be intercepted, he barely makes bad throws. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know about you, but when he overthrew Hunter Henry last week against the Titans in that open end zone throw, I was kind of shocked, honestly. I was like, oh, wait. Because I kind of expect like all of his throws to be accurate. They might not have the juice on it that I would like, but I expect them to be accurate because he kind of knows what he's working with. He doesn't try to go outside of his means in a way that Cam Newton likes to do all the time.
Yeah. I think, you bring that up too, like with Mac, this team, Corey, especially with Man in the Arena, this is the perfect year for the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. Here's why. All right. The 2002 team is identical to this year's team.
I think the same exact thing.
It's identical. This is the year.
Insanely like the same thing.
It's unreal, right? You got this young quarterback who, it's not flashy. Nobody thought anything of him. I mean, maybe obviously Mac's first rounder, but still same thing. Nobody thought anything of him. The defense is sensational, and the offense does enough to win games.
Yeah, the offense is aggravating at times. I know like it's weird to say that when we've just been steamrolling teams, but I've gotten really kind of concerned for when we play decent teams and then we're in the red zone and still only damn, that's a good question.
I'm gonna see what was max 40 time at the comic. Keep talking, Corey.
The Patriots red zone offense is not that great. Like we get into the red zone very easily, and then it seems like once we go to there, the offense kind of stalls, and it's like we kind of don't run it like at all in the red zone. I feel like we're really trying to make Mac get comfortable in those types of situations, and we're usually up at that point when we're trying to do it. And now, like we have Ramondre, we have Harris, we have two good running backs that could just pound it into the red zone or the end zone, and instead we're having Mac force these throws or try to make these throws and end up throwing it out of bounds. That's my only gripe with Mac is his red zone efficiency. Because overall, he's great. He does what we need him to do. I'm not expecting like jaw-dropping plays from him, and that's fine.
Yeah, and I think the defense, like I said, defense is winning games. Mac's going to get better. He's getting better every week, and he doesn't make mistakes. Like you said, the floor is so high there. But like this is the 2002 team. I was watching the first episode of Man in the Arena. I'm like, this is the 2002 team. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a copy and paste. Like the formula for each team is the same. I would argue that the offense has better weapons this time than it did last time, though. Yeah. It was like Troy Brown, David Patton, and Redmond for the running back. And I think we signed two tight ends who are considered elite to big contracts. Kendrick Bourne's a speedster. Both of our running backs are so good. And then and Jacoby Myers is like as safe as it gets. If we get anything out of Aguilar, it's a bonus.
Yeah. And hey, Bourne had such a great game on Sunday. It was good to see.
Bourne is not like now I'm seeing all these like ESPN guys, man, I'm just attacking ESPN, but they're like, they'll be like, oh, Bourne, diamond in the rough, elite, so good. And I'm just like, Bourne is just the king of yak. Like his yards after the catch are just make his stats look so inflated. He's a speedster. That catch in the end zone was nasty. I thought that was Mac Jones's like one of his best throws all year. That little end zone post to Bourne in the corner, that was nasty. Bourne is not going to do that every time. The dude's not super tall.
No.
But I think we have a good collection of skill guys that do specific things. I'm not going to sit here and say Bourne is a future wide receiver one, like I'm seeing half of Twitter and all the sports people say. Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to defense, Corey, because you need to apologize to JC Jackson.
Right I really do.
You do. He's been said. I don't know what it was. Maybe because it's Gilmore goes and like he starts playing out of his mind, but he's going to get a huge contract. He's going to get a massive contract.
And he definitely should. The whole secondary has really picked it up. The last time we spoke, I know I was like, this secondary is flat out awful. And JC Jackson was getting torched. He got destroyed by like CD Lamb. Then going into this like stretch where he honestly has just been shutting down everyone. Now, granted, I have to say that he hasn't been playing like elite wide receiver talent in his recent games, but you do what you're assigned to. And in the month of November, he was absolutely insane, which is why he won Defensive Player of the Month. And he is filling Stephon Gilmore's shoes exactly. Like he is an exact filler. Like if there was like a like when you bake and you use like the pan and you pour the ingredients in, he fills it up to the top. He exactly fills all of what Stephon Gilmore brings to the table. So, JC, Mr. INT, deeply apologetic to you.
Do you think he's going to be a first-team All-Pro?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 picks. He's second there. He's first in pass.
Him and Trayvon Diggs. It should be the two.
Wait, what did you say?
I think it should be him and Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
Those will probably be the two corners. Honestly, though, like, the best thing about being an elite corner is your job honestly gets easier because they just don't look at you. Like when you look at the stats of how often JC Jackson was thrown to this year or in the past month or something, it was like 14 times. Like that is such a small margin. That's like 3 targets a game. And you're playing their best you put them on the best wide receiver every time.
Yeah, you just play man.
You just press the shit out of them. Or if you're Richard Sherman, you do your stupid zone thing where you only stay on the island and it's like, oh, I'm so good. Except I stay in this one spot the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, between him and then the front 7 with Judon, I mean, Judon's playing out of his mind getting to the quarterback. That's fun to watch. Like he's just so good.
I will be pissed. I said, if Judon's not an All-Pro, I will be pissed.
I don't know if he will be because
he is the heart of that Patriots defense. Like if you took Judon out of the game, We have no pass rush again. For like, it would be us relying on your boy Chase Winovich and Josh.
Winovich sucks. I don't know if he's going to be a first team All Pro. I don't think he has the enough solo tackles to be the first team All Pro. Like, if you're looking at elite pass rush, he's third in sacks right now. He needs to push up towards the first place in sacks, I think. I don't know. I feel like he's second team All Pro. Definitely a Pro Bowler.
I would hope.
Nobody cares about the Pro Bowl, though.
No, the Pro Bowl used to be hype when we were younger. It was like go to Hawaii, do the skills challenges, cool stuff. Then it turned into like Orlando, Florida, where no one wants to fucking go unless you're like 70 years old. You just got a replacement. You want to go on the shuffleboard.
Yeah, doing it the week before. I liked having it the week after the Super Bowl so the guys in the Super Bowl could go. But again, they never went, though, either.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been so sick. I remember when I went to Hawaii one time, we went to Honolulu Stadium, and I'm like, this place is a dump, but god damn it, this would be such a cool place to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. But remember, I forget what year it was. It was like, there was one year, probably about 5-6 years ago, before they picked up the pace, but they literally did not hit each other at the Pro Bowl. It was the slow.
Oh, I know. I saw it.
It was 1 year. Remember that 1 year?
Yeah, because someone got hurt the year before in the Pro Bowl, and everyone was like, oh, damn, I don't want to get hurt in this fucking Pro Bowl. This isn't worth it. And then they started doing captain shit, and it got really annoying. Like, where it's like Hall of Famers pick the roster. It's like, it's cool when the NBA does it because there's 10 players total on the court. But when it's like a bunch of teammates going against it, why would you hit your own teammate? Yeah. Like, at least in this conference, you still want to, like, hit the shit out of someone, maybe.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Like, oh, the running back's on my team. I'm just going to hug him, and that's it.
All right, so should we talk about the Bills game a little bit?
Yes, we're on a time crunch, Tanner.
Wait, what time? Oh, we got 8 minutes, so let's rock.
Let's rock and let's roll.
Pats +3. I'm gonna take a money line. I'm not afraid. I'm gonna go with the money line, not against the spread. What do you think, Corey?
As a Pats fan, I have to take the +3. I've been an idiot and I've never taken anyone but the Patriots, so I just got to keep up with my gut. Yeah. And Buffalo is by far the best team we've played all year. Like, this is the litmus test for the Patriots. I am sick and tired of hearing how the Patriots are a good team in the AFC when we honestly, you read that 6-game win streak. Tell me one team on there that was impressive. It's like the Chargers are the best team we played, and they're like mediocre. And the Titans were like, their whole team was in the hospital.
Okay. Here, Corey, I'm gonna be a little more supportive of our boys. All right.
What I want to say is the Patriots, I think, are a good team, but now we're being touted as a great team. But great teams need to beat the great teams, and we haven't beaten a great team yet. We shouldn't be like, people are like, are the Patriots the best team in the AFC now? And I'm like, yeah, the AFC is good. Like, it's not a great AFC, but so the Patriots are a good team. We aren't a great team. I think the only team, if you told me right now, Corey, bet a team to go to the Super Bowl from the AFC, the Patriots wouldn't be in my top 2. I would still probably pick the Chiefs or Buffalo because I think they have better chances.
Chiefs suck, Corey. The Chiefs are so bad.
You're telling me right now that you could have the Patriots or the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. You would pick the
Patriots. I would take the Patriots. I think the Chiefs are so bad. I don't think the Chiefs are a good football team.
I don't think they're that great either, but I think when they get to the postseason, I think they're going to outperform every team because, like, when it gets to a shootout, who are you going to take? The Patriots offense, or are you going to take the Chiefs offense?
I'm going to take the Patriots defense, and they're going to shut down Patrick Mahomes and that lackluster offense. You know what, too? You know what's a damn shame, too, by the way? I think the Colts are one of the best teams in the AFC. They just have
I think so, too.
They just have a stupid coaching staff that, like, why are we throwing the ball? Like, I mean, last week the Buccaneers shut down Taylor. But still, they have. I don't think if you look at a stat where it's like when Carson Wentz throws the ball 50 times, I don't think they've won a game this year.
I think it was so weird. Like, so they were up. They scored 24 points in the first half against Tampa, and then they were just like, you know what, this lead was fun. How about we just make our offense stagnant in the whole second half, and then really just put it to the end where we had a golden opportunity in the red zone because of our kick returner with 20 seconds left. And what do we do? Overthrow. Oh, that was the game. That was fun. Yeah. And you're like, oh, sick. You could have won this game if you just ran Jonathan Taylor into the dirt like you've been doing for the past 10 weeks now that he's the MVP favorite. It's so aggravating. I think that Patriots-Colts game, it's going to be like in 2 weeks. That game is going to be awesome. That is going to be such a good game. I think those are two of the sneaky good teams in the AFC.
I think it's a Thursday night game.
No, it got bumped to Saturday.
Oh, but 8:20 on a Saturday night. Okay, so they go Bills bye week and then Colts.
Yep, and then
That's
Buffalo
so
should be
hard.
after that too, right?
So it goes Bills bye week, Colts, Bills, Jaguars, Dolphins. So you should finish with 2 wins there.
We have to win 2 of the 3 of the Bills and Colts. Like, you have to beat Buffalo once and beat Indianapolis if you want to keep this like top 3 in the AFC thing going on. But honestly, I don't even know what's better. Like, if the Chiefs are like going to be the 4th seed, I'd rather play Kansas City in the first round.
Yeah, because you're not getting a bye. I don't think.
I don't think we're the 1st seed. If we are the 1st seed in the AFC, I would be floored.
Yeah, I don't think we will be. Well, let's see. So AFC stands. So the Ravens are 8-3
twice.
Corey, if we went out, we're the 1st seed. Basically.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, I just don't see a way that happens. I mean, the Patriots should at least lose one more game before the season's over. We're a lock for the postseason. Like, if we don't make the postseason, Bill, you gotta take your white shirts and just do something else, because this is a golden opportunity.
Yeah, this is a Super Bowl team, Corey. I'm gonna make a bold statement. This is a Super Bowl team.
I think this team could make the Super Bowl. I think the AFC is just so, like, not elite. Like, I don't know another way to phrase it. Like, the NFC has 3 of the best teams in football. I think it would take till team 4 for you to even include an AFC team in the top 4.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, but hey, we got to take advantage of it, and then anything.
Oh yeah, this is right for the picking. Like, this is our golden opportunity, because Buffalo's having a down year, the Chiefs are having a down year, the Ravens are just. I'm not scared of the Ravens in the postseason at all.
Bengals,
like, honestly, the team I'm most afraid of, because their defense is so good.
Who?
The Colts.
Yeah,
and if they can run it and do defense, that's essentially what the Patriots do.
Well, I'm not afraid, though, the Colts, because we have the best defense in football, and we will shut it down. Bill Belichick will shut down. Jonathan Taylor will have negative yards against Bill Belichick, Corey.
If Jonathan Taylor has negative yards and we gave up 200+ to Hilliard and freaking whoever the other Titans running back was that I can't remember right now, Deontay Foreman, that would be just Bill playing 5D chess. Just being like, yeah, we wanted Tennessee to run it down our throats and make it look like we could run, just so we could come back and just absolutely shut down the best running back in football right now.
Bill Belichick just wants to play the Colts. Like, he wants to shut down. Like, he doesn't care about this. I bet he's like, you know what? Screw this Bills game. I want to go play the Colts and just shut down Jonathan Taylor, and then we'll worry about them later.
Feels like Andrew Luck is still there, right? No? Peyton Manning? No? I still hate them.
Taylor rushes for 125. All right, Terry.
Terry, you are an active guy.
If you believe it.
You should keep coming back.
Terry's the best. Yeah, keep coming back. Well, we don't know what days we do this. It kind of fluctuates.
Yeah, you just kind of have to keep your notifications on, and then one day you'll see Ring Chasers is back in a month when the Patriots are AFC East champions.
Hey, that's why you got to subscribe to the network.
Also, if you like the Colts, why are you listening to this podcast, Terry?
Yeah, Terry's a good guy.
Mortal enemies.
Stop picking on Terry. Terry, hey, hop off, Terry. Corey's picking on you. I'll see you tomorrow.
I am not picking on him. I just have genuine questions.
I mean, he's an Indiana boy. He's rolling. He's on here. He's been on the whole time.
You have to move for the Colts at that point, because your Pacers are a dumpster fire. Sorry, Terry. Yeah, Terry, I know. I wouldn't like me either. It's fine. You can tell me off in the comments.
Let's see if we get some B parlay wins tonight, Terry. Hopefully that happens tonight. But we will see. Anyways, Corey, that was a good show. That was fun.
Yeah, shout out Terry.
Shout out Terry. Shout out DraftKings.
Shout out to all the Terrys out there that are listening, aka Terry Saltman.
Shout out DraftKings. Shout out Terry. Shout out Patriots. Shout out JC Jackson. Shout out Kendrick Bourne.
We need this win, guys. We need to beat Buffalo.
Monday Night Football.
Maybe we don't win on Monday, but we need to win the next game.
Terry's still in here. Gotta love it. We need to win on Monday. We need to win Thursday. We need to win Thursday night. The film on Thursday. The film and practice Friday. The film. That's how the Patriots roll. We need to win tonight.
I hope everyone is going back, watching the film, and being like, "Damn, Bill wore a really tight ass shirt."
Probably he did. All right, 7:29. We got to hop off here. Perfect timing, by the way. Perfect timing. That was Ring Chasers. I don't know the episode number, but it's the one where we talk about the Patriots going to the Super Bowl. We'll talk to you next week for another episode.